Hi guys, Dave Pinson here, Philippine Bible Ministry. America first or Jesus first? I don't know if anybody will watch this. Salacious title and all. But it just occurred to me again. Now, I did a video and nobody watched it, so I pulled the video down about your priorities, right? I think it's very important. So when I do these videos, I feel led by the Holy Spirit that someone needs to hear it. And if it's just that one or two people that heard it, then God bless you. But here we go again. I'm an America First guy, you might say. I'm a MAGA guy, to some degree, but not all the way. In the end of the day, when I hear people say certain things, I think about I think about being a Christian. So I was watching this thing the other day. A couple of guys that I respect were talking about some guy I don't respect. I wanted to know what was going on because millions of people are following this story, and I wanted to know a little bit about it. Not doesn't really at the end of the day, it's not that important to me. It's not. It's important to somebody. But they're talking about Israel and they're talking about racism and different things. And the guy says, "Well, I'm a Christian, so I can't be a racist." And he's right. I can't. He says it's not about certain races, and we're not saved by the race, and we're not dead by the race. And he's right. All that stuff, he's correct 1,000%. But whoever believes on him is saved, and it's an individual thing. It's not in your genetic makeup whether or not you're saved or not. All that stuff's irrelevant. There's no such thing as race, really. We're all related to Noah. We're all related to Adam and Eve. We're all related to Jesus by the blood that's shed for us. So when someone says, but then I put America first, right? And I'm thinking, I can see it to a degree. I can see it to the degree, and I've used this picture before, and I'll use it again. It's a good analogy. You're in an aircraft, and you have a small child with you, and the masks drop down, so can't breathe, and so you have to put your mask on first before you can help the other. So that's the only way I would say America first. But then the second part of that is you have to help the other person. Now, do I think the government needs to do it with taxes? No, but we do. Huh? So what are we talking about? Nigeria, there's I don't know how many a thousand. Lots of people are getting murdered by these radical Muslim terrorists, radical Islamic terrorists, radical. It's radical to go into a church and chop off the heads of men, women, and children. It's evil. It's demonic. No, there's no God that wants you to do that except the little gods, the demonic gods. That's what Islam is anyway. So is just so you know, I'm sorry, I got lost in the side note. I'll come back to the main story, but in the old days, there used to be a temple that had all these different. In the Middle East, they had temples that had all these different gods in them, and Allah was the moon god. That's where they got the Allah thing, just so you know. And all the little G gods that they worship were all demons, just so you know. That's just a little side note to do with that what you will. But in Nigeria, where all these people are getting beheaded and murdered and stuff, and then the president says this has got to stop, and then somebody would say, "Wait a minute, you're not putting America first. What are you doing? We can't do that. That's not what we do. We don't build king." And I will agree with those people that say it's never worked out well for us to try to make regime changes and all. It's never worked. So maybe that's the wrong motivation, but helping people is never the wrong motivation, right? So I would say it this way: first comes God, then comes family, then comes believers, because those are the eternal family. Then maybe comes your nation at fourth, not first. So don't put America first. Put others first. And also even maybe in there with America is others, because you said love your neighbor as yourself. Who's your neighbor? Well, Nigeria is my neighbor. As America, and Nigeria is my neighbor. The Philippines is my neighbor. Those people are my neighbor. So how do I love them? Well, I think it's good to take care of yourself so that you have the ability to help them. I'm not arguing with that 100%. I'm not against that at all. And I do think you need to have borders. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, well, Jesus loved everyone, so everybody, because we don't live in that world yet. We're not in the millennium, so we don't live in that world. We just because look what happens. They send all their criminals and they're trying to kill people and they're trying to destroy America. Obviously, that's what happened. That's what's happening. So, but it's over now. I think. So we have to put God first. And putting God first means loving other people. And loving other people means sacrificing for them. And it doesn't mean just build up America. America will be great and profitable and Jan will be, you know, And I hope all that stuff happens for just one reason, so we can take the world for Christ, so we can go help the poor people, so we can help people in Nigeria, so we can send people to the unreached people and fulfill God's will, which He told the church to do 2,000 years ago, which we are not close to doing. That's all I got about that. God bless you guys. Ta ta for now.